The federal government's stimulus payments are being distributed these days to millions of Americans, including individuals, families, small businesses as well.
Tonight, we're turning to the experts with some of your questions about the CARES Act. And joining us live via Skype is economic expert Trent Bryson,
Hey, Trent.
CEO of Bryson Financial. Good to have you with us, Trent. And some families have gotten their stimulus checks, but then you've got others waiting. So how much longer are they going to have to wait? And is there a way to get their money faster?
Yeah, really good question. One of the most efficient things that has happened has been people getting their stimulus checks. If you filed your taxes electronically in 2018 or 19 and had a direct deposit on file, you most likely already received your check. If you filed it via paper, those are going to be mailed out next week. And if you have any questions on that, just go to Get My Payment anywhere online, and that'll show you the status of your check.
All right, let's talk a little bit about the payroll protection program that's out there. Now, we know Congress is hoping anyway to reach another deal to get more money flowing to small businesses. How has that experience been so far?
Oof, pretty frustrating for a lot of people. I think 80% of the people didn't get funded. And so a lot of people were in the queue getting ready to finally keep their employees employed and keep paying them. And what ultimately happened was the funds dried up before they ever got access to those funds.
Why is it that so many large chain restaurants have received these massive loans, but then many small businesses can't get them?
Yeah, Courtney, I think it comes down to two things. Usually it's a relationship with the bank, so they probably had a pretty well-established relationship with the bank, so they might have been at the front of the line of the queue. And then the second thing is it really was a timing issue, is how close were you to having your application ready when it went live? How did you get it in there? And then how were the funds dispersed before they ever actually got out? The one key, though, is some of those large chains, the whole point of this program is to pay their employees. So I know they've been getting some bad flack on social media, but the reality is the majority of this money does have to go to those employees to keep them employed. But it does feel like the small business owners got kind of the short end of the stick here.
Well, Trent, let's talk to them for a moment. How do they apply for a loan like this?
Yeah, good question. I think that there is going to be a fourth program. I think that if you don't have a good relationship with your bank, get one established. The local banks seem to be doing a better job of this than the big national brands. And so I would get in the queue, I would go apply for it, so that when they do open up the second half of this, hopefully, that you can get the funding that, frankly, a lot of us deserved and needed.
What about the self-employed or independent contractors? How are they faring through all of this?
Yeah, on the one hand, it was pretty exciting that finally the gig economy was going to get some stimulus here.
Yeah.
And then the reality is they pushed them back a week before they could apply. So they went to apply and the money was already out. So it's really important for them to not, kind of get disenchanted with it, but to continue to get on and apply. Talk to your banker. I've had many clients that just went and found a new local banker and established new accounts because they weren't getting attention from some of the major national institutions.
And Trent, do you have some advice for these small business owners who are out there actively every day trying to save their business?
Yeah, I'd say three of the things that I've seen probably be the most important. The first is relevance. This is that time in our economy where whether the economy is hot or it's slow, we need to be relevant. We need to have something as business owners to continue to be able to perform. The second is efficiency. A lot of our clients are looking at their employees, figuring out who are the best, who maybe weren't on the best team players, and they're creating the most efficient market for the most efficient environment for them to come back in. And then the third, I think, is pivoting. There's a lot of employers that are just pivoting for the right things. I have a client, Ancon, that used to do refineries and clean those refineries. There's no demand for oil right now, so they've switched, and now all of a sudden they're decontaminating gas stations and fire stations and businesses. So when they come back to a safe environment.
Reinventing.
Well, Trent, thank you so much. You were very articulate on those points, and we'll see you next time.
Thank
and we'll
you, Trent.
be right back with a check of your 5 live forecasts.